collar choke from the back. So our controls are going to be in the seatbelt grip. And you guys can start with this grip here first, and then you could go over if you want. And I'm going to be here with this grip. All right? So what's going to happen is I need to make sure that I'm going to feed the collar. So I use my left hand and I'm going to grab the collar. I'm going to open the collar up. What I'm doing is placing my thumb in the front of the lapel, and my forefingers are grabbing on the outside, and I'm folding it over to make it the small blade part. All right, when I do this, I pass it to the opposite hand. Okay, and when I pass it to the opposite hand, can you tuck your chin a little bit? She starts to tuck her chin. I'm making sure I go underneath that chin, and boom, and then I'll grab. So make sure your hand is grabbing here. Most of the time what I'll do is I'll end up using 2 or 3 fingers. I don't use my whole fist to choke, so most of the time what I'll do is I'll do 2 fingers, sometimes I'll do 3 fingers, and sometimes it really doesn't matter. But you get better of a choke, I believe, in my opinion, when you use less fingers. When I use my 2 fingers, I can wrap it around her neck just a little bit better. All right? Now my second hand is gonna grab the opposite collar. So I'm gonna grab thumb inside, 4 fingers out. And what I'm gonna do is you notice my head's super close to her body. I never bring it away when I'm choking. So all I'm gonna do is use my left hand. I'm gonna start feeding it down. So I'm pulling down to take out all the slack of the choke. All right, when I take out all the slack of the choke, what I'm gonna do is put my elbows, I'm gonna put them together like I'm trying to squish a tennis ball in the back of my shoulders. All right, while I'm using my head and kind of pushing it into this right arm. Right, when I do that, I go nice and easy, nice and slow. I start squeezing. This is going down, this right one's coming across. All right, I'm going like this with my wrist. 1, 2, and I just go nice and slow, and then she's gonna go ahead and tap out. All right, let's go one more time right here. I'm gonna open up. I use this one. I open. I pass it to the opposite to slide it in, slide it up, and I'm gonna use this hand. As you notice, my hand's like this because if I had a fist, tuck your chin, like this, boom, it's just gonna go in front of her face, and then it's gonna be across her face. If I use the flattest part of the gi, tuck your chin one more time. Look, it's gonna go over her face. You guys see that? So if I go underneath and I go under right there, it's gonna choke. Now, I want you guys to watch kind of like my back when I'm doing the choke, and I'm using my elbows, and watch my elbows come behind her shoulders here, and I'm keeping my head in, and then I'm gonna start to choke. I'm not going like this, opening the elbows, and I'm not going like this to finish the choke. If I do that, then she's gonna go ahead and escape the choke. All right, so one more time. 1, boom, right underneath, 2 fingers, no slack, elbows behind, use your head, and you're gonna finish the choke.